we are back, and we are still playing blue-white control, and we are up against Hammer Time, the newest, coolest. So at the moment we managed to play Counterbalance, and they're already all set. Exile, we can kill Puresteel here, and we found ourselves a spell snare, which is really good. Yeah, still Puresteel, and then let Narset die, because Puresteel Paladin. Oh, there you go. Alright, let's use Counterbalance. But let's use Omen this time. Since we don't have a counterspell, let's use Omen instead. Try to fix our top deck just to be sure. And we found Opt exactly when we need it. So we will put the Flooded Strand on top because we still need the land, and then Opt will be left in our top deck, top of our library, and then we can counter Colossus Hammer. So we managed to hammer time this time. Now we have Opt and spell's name, and they have one creature. So I will fetch for that and take 3 and cast another set here. You command, so we can use. The binder set, but we still have to fill it. So that's a good move. And then Giver of Runes. Sure. Shark Typhoon. Alright. Okay. So at this point, what I can do instead is to get Path and then draw it. I could Path the Puresteel Paladin now while the Giver of Runes is still in a summoning sickness. And let the Ornithopter do its thing. I mean, an Ornithopter with Shadow Sphere isn't that scary. And then we can probably wait for our next turn. I mean, I can cycle Shark Typhoon. Next turn, yeah. Yeah. So what are we going to take out and take from our sideboard? I can't think of anything, to be honest. What would you sideboard in and sideboard out of this deck against Hammer Time? I'm pretty sure I need Blessed Alliances. I'm putting in 2. Probably not a second Teferi because it's a little slow against this kind of opponent and they can kill us quickly anyway, so once you get your Teferi, most of the times you're probably already dead. So let's put it down to 1. We probably need Settle the Wreckage. Puresteel, sure, we can still take care of that because we have 2 Path to Exiles. So yeah, we're still okay. Our opponent started a little slow as well, so that's completely fine. Well, we finally found our Flooded Strand, so at least our Castle Ardenvale will not come into play tap anymore. At least. And Steel, Shaper's Gift. So they are probably going to search for the hammer. Yep, and they found the hammer. So we are going to fish for a hallowed font. We are going to path Puresteel so that he doesn't draw another card when Colossus Hammer comes into play, because Puresteel is already Metalcraft. So we're preventing them from drawing another card. That I guess is one way of dealing with this kind of deck. Oh, we found our Terminus. I'd rather use it, I think, instead of using Path, because I can not cast it, but it will stay in my hand for probably the next 5 or so turns, because I won't be able to cast it anytime soon. So I'd rather use it now. I don't have anything else to cast anyway. And then we got a couple of clans available. We have Opt and Path to Exile available. So yeah. And our opponent is left with just 1 card, 2 cards. Sure. What I should have done yeah, that's fine. Giver of Runes. You know what, we can let it in and let's use Opt and hope that the next card would be Terminus, but it's not. So do I need Narset? Let's put it at the bottom. Not yet. We do need Narset, but not yet. Well, we do need it now. Well, we found our newest card in our deck, Gyre Reach Sanitarium. So we're doing this little combo lock thing in this deck. I'll probably create another deck tech for this deck, because I kind of updated the deck already. Anyway, I don't want to cast Jace yet. Actually, I can. Has 2 cards, and then he's casting Pithing Needle. Right? I would rather use Field of Ruin now and destroy Inkmoth next while the Pithing Needle is still in stock. My only problem here is I can just Sure, I'll take 1. Actually, I can discard Jace, yeah, since Jace is under Pithing Needle. Probably a wrong call at this point, because I should have just created. I don't know. I should have probably What am I thinking? Fine. Alright. Well, we do have Shadow of Tau. They... shouldn't have discarded that. What was I thinking? So at least we managed to survive that. So what's the plan? I mean, I can probably create a token out of our Castle Ventress. I mean, Castle Ardendale. That's 4, and then we do have Remand. We have Remand, yeah. Well, what I can do instead as well is I can cast Sharp Typhoon, but of course, if our opponent decided not to cast anything. Or you know what? I guess if they decided to attack, which I think they are going to do, yeah, they're going to do that. So we can cycle Shark Typhoon. Sounds like a plan. Alright. We'll do that. Yep. We'll do that. But we also need to have our opponent attack us first because we don't want them to just move all the Colossus Hammer . Field of Ruin. So probably because we need. That's the only problem with this card because I'm being forced to discard. That's what I noticed using this card because I'm being forced to discard cards that I don't want to discard. Like the mistake that I made earlier, which is discarding a Jace. Really? A Jace? And then discarding the Tension Spear, which prolonged this game. That's pretty much what prolonged this game. If only I didn't do that, if I just casted the Tension Spear to the Pithing Needle and then cast Jace afterwards, could have been a different situation. Alright, now they have. I'll probably counter this with Remand. because I'd rather want them to cast it again. Sure. Go ahead. Alright. Sure. With Nexus with poison for 10, basically for 11, so that's more than enough because I already have one poison counter, so I can die by poison or I can die by damage from lures. And even if, let's say, I have Path to Exile, I can only kill one of them and I can block one of them with Castle Ardenvale. But he didn't, so that's a mistake for his end. And another day for us to survive, another turn for us. So that's good. We got another turn. Ha! Well, that's pretty much what I'm waiting for. Alright. Yeah, we can cast it. So we can cast another set for our fails. Pretty much that's a lock. Since our opponent only has one card in hand, and we found our turbos. So we found our terminus. There is nothing else in our opponent's graveyard for lures to take, so that's a good one. If ever they decided to activate Inkmoth, we have Field of Ruin to take care of that. We can still create a 1/1 token from Castle Ardenvale to block Lurus. So I think that's gonna work well. That's gonna Yeah, it's going to work because once we destroy the Ink Moth, we will then have 4 mana left, plus Castle Arden Vale, and then yeah, that's going to work. We'll survive if he doesn't cast anything scary. But if I know this deck for what it is, then it shouldn't have any card with haste. So let's take care of that first. Yep. First. Alright. Upkeep, because that's the best way of doing it on our opponent's upkeep, so that all they have to do is to discard a card, not really draw anything. Now if they decide to attack, which they didn't because they know I have Terminus, they have played Silent Cleaning, okay. And they drew another card, alright. That is a good way of doing it. Well, we can't lock it because they still have 3. Now they have Mishra's Bauble. But we should be able to lock it in just the next few turns. We still have Blessed Alliance and Terminus, so... And we have Spell Snare for that card. So I will definitely counter that. Spell Snare 4. Oh, got another one. Well, you know what? We already drew a card during this turn, right? So we can use our Gaia Reach Sanitarium if they decide not to cast anything or not to attack, and they didn't. So let's do that and let him discard the card that he just drew. Discard a card. Well, you know what? At this point, I can discard Terminus because we now have Path and Blessed Alliance. But I will discard Path instead because Terminus is still a mass removal. I can just cast Terminus now. Because I was thinking of just discarding Terminus instead, but I can use Terminus and keep Blessed Alliance in my hand instead, rather than discarding Terminus and keeping the 2 single target spell in it. So we're going to use Gaia Reach and probably discard an Opt. And let our opponent keep their 1 turn. Yeah, they finally decided to do it. Alright. They're kind of almost locked at this point, so yeah, if they decided to to end it, that's completely fine. So I really enjoyed that game. So, is that the new affinity? Is that going to be the new trend for the affinity? What are your thoughts? Are you an affinity player? Do you prefer that? Do you like that kind of version of the deck? Let me know in the comments. For now though, see you again in the next episode. Ciao.